My exposure to the clinical world has motivated me to communicate the novel and relevant perspectives of polyvagal theory in a more accessible form. My talks have focused on how the regulation of the autonomic nervous system functions as a neural platform upon which different classes of adaptive behavior could be efficiently expressed. Polyvagal theory emphasizes that evolution provides an organizing principle to identify neural circuits that promoted social behavior and two classes of defensive strategies: mobilization associated with fighting or fleeing, and immobilization associated with hiding or feigning death. The phylogenetically most recent mammalian circuit fosters social behavior and is defined by a face-heart connection, in which the neural regulation of the striated muscles of our face and head are neurophysiologically linked to the neural regulation of our heart. According to polyvagal theory, the face-heart connection provides humans and other mammals with an integrated social engagement system that detects and projects features of safety to conspecifics through facial expressions and vocalizations that are covariates of autonomic state. Within this model, how we look, listen, and vocalize conveys information about whether we are safe to approach. Recently, after I was interviewed on a webinar, listeners posted comments on a blog. When I read their comments, I realized that the listeners understood polyvagal theory in a language that transcended the complexity of science. Despite my training as a scientist and the pragmatic way in which I was trained to write scientific papers, the casual conversation of the webinar provided an effective and accessible vehicle to convey the essence of the theory. As the listeners processed the hour-long interview, the message that was distilled was simply that a quest for safety is the basis for living a successful life. In writing this book, it is my hope to highlight the important role of feeling safe as an important component of the healing process. From a polyvagal perspective, deficits in feeling safe form the core biobehavioral feature that leads to mental and physical illness. It is my sincere hope that furthering an understanding of our need to feel safe will lead to new social, educational, and clinical strategies that will enable us to become more welcoming as we invite others to co-regulate on a quest for safety.